Hi, I'm Jundi. It's been a while since I posted a voiceover video here on YouTube. I don't really have a scheduled date to post on YouTube. I tell myself that I'm gonna post more frequently, but then things pop up and that interfere with my plans, and so I couldn't be able to keep up with my words, so I'm not gonna make any promises anymore. And I wanted to talk about some topic that has been heavily discussed in the art community on Twitter. And that topic is about AI art, artificial intelligence art. I stumbled upon this as I was lurking and spectating what other people were talking about publicly on Twitter. Many of you probably already know about this since it has been talked about for weeks now. I'm just behind in the discussion, but for those who are unaware, the AI prompter, the person who is feeding the AI, inputs like multiple images of other artists' artworks or words, I think, into the AI for it to generate an image for you. And upon learning this, I felt like a mixture of disappointment, maybe a bit sad. I don't know, but it has been clouding my mind ever since. Because let's call AI art what it is. It's stealing. I spent over a decade to even reach the skill levels that I achieve currently, and I still have plenty of things to improve on. And it saddens me that AI art can potentially take this source of income away for hustling artists. And many of the arguments I hear in favor of this is that it allows poor people to afford art instead of pricey commissions from real artists. Which is okay, it's valid, as long as that is of personal use and as a way for you to generate image from your ideas. That is completely fine with me, but when people start to exploit the usage of AI to scam others and claim that this commission is painted from their own hands when in reality it wasn't, I, along with plenty of other artists, have an issue with that because it is deceiving and clients are being lied to. And people are already doing it right now. Allegedly, this person sold an AI artwork, for $500. That is literally more than what some real artists with similar style as the AI art that I know price their commissions. This commissioner probably felt like there was something off with the piece and wanted to get an answer from the artist, because a lot of times other artists and other people who have experienced eye who've commissioned artworks from multiple artists can pick up few things that don't flow with the overall piece and can tell if an artwork is AI generated based on that information. Though it might not be always 100% accurate, but we can still tell if things don't flow together. And if the commission piece appears vastly different compared to their portfolio, or if there is a sudden jump in skill levels in such a short amount of time, it becomes suspicious. Being an artist is already a hustle job. Many of us provide free content on the side on top of paid artworks, and most artists are already underpricing their commissions. Commissioners are now going to be skeptical and want to see process such as steps and video. But what if some artists can't afford that? Some devices such as Windows has free inbuilt screen recorder, but on other brands you might have to buy one separately, which is another investment for the artist. Plus, recording process videos takes up a large chunk of storage space. And on the other hand, posting step-by-step process won't be enough to prove legitimacy because the AI prompter could know how to forge a whip work in process like what this person did right here. But from what I heard is that doing whips like this through an AI generated art is a little bit time consuming and difficult, which is why we hardly see people who use AI art post their whips. But it is just a matter of time before the tech bros figure it out. And DeviantArt, the place where I thought values artists jumped into the AI wagon. Based on what I read is that every previous artist's artworks are opted into the AI datasets as a default. Now, I'm not too sure if they made any changes because they did just recently announce the AI features on Twitter, and many of the people in the comments were pretty upset about it and telling DeviantArt that it's not too early to change course. This brings up an issue because some artists passed away, so now they can't even have a say on the matter. On the other hand, active artists who want to remove their art from the AI datasets had to manually disable each and every one of their artworks. This can get very tedious, especially for the artists who publish many artworks. And some of the other comments that I read from the people who support AI art is that it's no different from the artists who heavily reference their art or do photo studies. Well, it's not exactly the same. Instead of letting the machines do all the work for them, real artists still puts in the work from sketch to finish. Artists takes inspiration from other artists all the time. And this is not me saying that I'm negative towards technological advancements. I am in favor of it because it can make things a lot more convenient. Digital art, for example, I don't need to clean and put away my brushes, nor do I have to make space for my large canvas, when I can just simply close the app. And plenty of digital artists were traditional artists themselves before going digital, which means we've already know how to paint and draw. Now we just have to learn how to use the digital tools. Photoshop's, Procreate, Medibang, or whatever don't paint for me like AI arts do. And this person has such a weird take on art. They said, and I quote, "So what you're expecting me to do is to learn for about 2 to 4 years about how to make good art just so I can see a photo of a dog in a car with a straw hat?" And another commenter responded with, "Yes, because that is what literally every artist does." And they responded back with, "Really? Literally every artist thought of one image that they wanted to see, couldn't find it, so they took 2 to 4 years how to make good art just so they can see something from their imaginations 2 to 4 years ago? Y'all have to excuse me, but I find that highly doubtable." End quote. What? Being an artist isn't a gift. We aren't just born with this knowledge. When I was first starting out, I had a lot of visual imagery in my head that I wasn't able to visualize it physically because I didn't have the skill to do it. So I kept practicing and practicing to improve my skills. This is how skills are learned and how plenty of new contents we consumed are made. I think this is just another example of being entitled. The entitlement of other people's work without putting in your own blood, sweat, and tears to make your own version from being inspired by other artists. Anyways, if anyone is financially stable and can afford commissions, please consider supporting real artists. Speaking of commissions, I am also opening 4 commission slots at the moment because I have bills and expenses to pay. So yeah, please consider supporting real artists. My prices and examples can be found via the links in my description. That is all I have to say. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all stay safe and take care.